This thing fucking hates us. Like we've never had this problem. Like straighten it up real quick. Jesus Christ, this is the longest time we've ever had to set up this fucking video. Motherfucker. Just gonna check the video one more time. Oh! Oh! Don't worry, I'm gonna fix this, hoe. Does that look even to you? As long as it doesn't fall, everything's all good.
Another sleepy time podcast.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. First episode since episode 10.
Which, if y'all haven't seen that one, go check that one out. That episode was really fun.
That was a really fun episode.
Got a lot of content in that one.
Yeah, so that was a really big episode that we did that kind of was, it was all over the place, but it was really fun. Honestly, if we, whenever we do decide to do a celebration type video like that, we do recommend that you guys do watch live videos whenever we start doing that. And we might actually do live videos from this point on forward, except for right now.
Yeah, no,
we just want to get a little bit more good video quality for y'all whenever we just keep on doing it for future references. It was a fun episode. Please go check it out. We loved everyone that supported us through it, and a shout out to those people that got those Funkos. We'll be doing more Funko giveaways later down the road. Because we're just nice guys that like to do that. But today is a very, would you say, like, random, like...
It makes sense, but it is still random that we chose this movie out of any other one. In honor of Robert Pattinson, of course, we already covered the Batman, and people would be like, whoa. We've talked a lot about the Batman.
What else could they keep on possibly talking about the Batman? Well...
It's not the Batman.
It's not the Batman.
Let's get that straight here. It's definitely not the Batman.
It's we're actually going
taking it back.
Take it back. What did they say? Something from the past? A flash from the past, or
taking it back just to the past.
To just like straight up back to when we were like 8 whenever this came out. I mean, honestly, I remember watching this movie,
like
but
7.
I just don't remember a lot of it. I just remember my mom fantasizing a lot over it, but. Ladies and gentlemen, especially for the ladies that really love...
If you saw the title, you're probably questioning what the fuck is going on right now.
We're going to be covering over... in my opinion, I've read the books. One of them.
You read... Oh, okay.
Read the first one, of course.
Okay.
We're going to be going over Twilight today. Shout out Robert Pattinson.
Yes, Twilight.
Shout out Kristen Stewart. All the other ones, we'll actually get into some of the other ones in a bit, but
we just finished watching it.
We just watched it again. It was actually the first time I've watched it since I was little, like I said. But
I watched it fairly recently, but
the book is good. I actually like the book. It was early on, I guess, more of a. What was it? You want to know what's funny? It was the first time I actually read the book is whenever it was in the library at St. Luke's.
Really?
Whenever we were allowed to bring young adult books, like read it, like I picked that book out and I read it.
I do remember a lot of those times in middle school. All the girls would walk around with. I just see the apple, or like the hands. That's all I would see. Cause it was just what? It was just a black like book, right? Like it's pretty much all black except for like the hand.
Yeah, the hand was just like.
And that's all that I would see, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Like it was just all over the place. Honestly, like Twilight, I never really like kind of got the fucking glimpse of like what the fuck's this book about, but now I kind of
understood it.
Yeah,
like, I could get.
And again, whenever we got it, I mean, we were in middle school, so the movie was already out. But I just really wanted to read the book for like some odd reason or whatever. Right. This movie, again, can't really compare it to the books, and that's like with most movies now. Like you can't add a lot of the stuff that they have in the books into movies because I guess either it's just impossible to put it in,
especially for the time period.
Exactly. For the time period of like just how long the duration of the movie is supposed to be. This is such a fucking weird movie. After watching the whole thing, I understand. I get it. I
get the hype around it.
Yeah.
I really do. I'll be honest. Like I kind of get it.
I'm gonna start off with Robert Pattinson first.
Okay. Let's talk about. Let's talk about the beginning. We'll just talk about the beginning of the movie first of all. What a weird like sequence. Like they were going for an indie edgy type of like vibe for the movie.
It didn't work out.
Which I think kind of falls apart towards the end.
It didn't do justice for whatever they were trying to aim towards, especially after reading the book. Also, I was just like, what the fuck? I guess is a good cat. Okay, but I didn't mention this whenever we were watching the movie. I said, like, whenever I first, like, saw this, I always thought that Kristen Stewart just looked fucking goofy and, like, out of place in this movie.
That's what I heard. Like, the two, I'll probably bring these people up a lot, but two of my friends, Alyssa and Caitlin, specifically Alyssa.
Shout out Alyssa and Caitlin.
Shout out Alyssa and Caitlin, but specifically Alyssa really loves Twilight. And she always, like, talks to me about this, and she said Kristen Stewart was, like, a really bad casting, I think, for Bella. Like, I guess something about, I'm sorry if I forgot, but I guess she doesn't act the way she does in the books.
No, I mean...
Or is it that
it seems like it fucking hurts for her to act in this movie. That's the thing. Okay, yeah, we'll go back to Robert Pattinson. We're going to focus on Kristen Stewart right now.
Yeah. Robert killed it.
The narration in the beginning... Again, a lot of people actually don't like narrators in most movies. They like the movie to play out or whatever, but...
when it's consistent, I like it.
Again, like, the reason I've always liked narrations, because, of course, like, even in the Tobey Maguire movies, we got some narrating in there. But, I mean, it wasn't that bad, though. They did it with the first movie, and then they did it with the third. They didn't do it... Oh, wait, no, they did it with the second movie. They did it all the way through.
Yeah.
But, this was... I think the dialogue for the narration was pretty good. I didn't have any, like, trashy things to talk about it. Especially, like, towards some of the stuff that she said towards the end.
Towards the end, it got real.
No, for real. So, like again, I think me and Granny can both agree that the first half of the movie was ass. I
think everyone would agree to that. I think it's, if you look at it as a movie, and, like, if you try to take it seriously, like, you can't take it seriously. You cannot take this movie seriously, no matter how much you want to.
I was cracking up throughout this whole thing. It's the cringiest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Just because, like, they're dynamic in the beginning, especially, like, well, we're going to say Edward's and Bella's dynamic in the beginning is so awkward. Just them two, like, being together on scenes just seemed so... It's unnaturally.
There's no connection
forced.
There, bro.
Yeah, zero connection.
Like they're trying to make a connection, but it's just not connecting.
Yeah, like they were not clicking, and everything is so just awkward in the first half. Everything is so weird, random little shit, like her slipping on the stairs. Why did
dude?
Why did they need to put that in the movie?
There's some shit that was there was a what scene? It's like okay, well, I'm gonna focus on Kristen Stewart.
Right.
Again, she looks
weird,
pale out of her fucking mind. Even like to the close of these fucking vampires, and I get these vampires are supposed to look pale. I'm gonna get back to the vampire thing too. I have a lot to say about this movie. Actually, why is everyone so obsessed about Bella coming back into Forks? Like, why is she such a big fucking deal? I never grabbed the whole concept. Like, oh, you're the new girl coming in like out of nowhere. Like, even like it's
probably one of those things where it's like such a small town that, like, you know, they're, I guess, territorial people, because that's like, even though she lived there before and then she left and then she's coming back, I think because everyone else kind of just stayed there, so they're like.
But
I don't know.
In defense, for me, it's still like weird interactions that come in.
No,
like,
it still
just
is,
kind of like
the fact that they address it so much.
Like, it's just her, like, again, like as I see right here, his name is Justin Chon, but he plays Eric in the movie. He's like, oh, like I like know everyone or whatever. I'm like, that's just fucking. I'm the eyes and ears school.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like,
you're just fucking weird, dude.
This is high school, bro. Come on.
And even like, again, I even said these are. Most like movies and TV shows are like, even back then they still haven't fucking learned today. Grown ass people playing high schoolers.
Like, this is probably the worst. Like,
they tried so hard in this movie, and it fucking hurt just to watch.
Yeah.
Even like, again, I just don't get it, bro. She's not appealing in the movie, and I mean, if again, there was one scene where I said Kristen Stewart does look pretty. She looked pretty nice in there, but like that's whenever it was that weird tension with her and Edward. Oh my god! Thinking about all this is just making me think about just like what the fuck was this movie that we watched?
It kind of is a fever dream.
No, for real.
It's really good to like. It's one of those movies though that's like, it's just solid. I'm not gonna lie, it's solid, even though it's bad in the beginning, but
it comes
solid.
It just comes
like,
together in the end.
Because it's not so bad that like I would never want to watch it again.
I know for a
I
fact
want to
we're
watch
gonna
it to kind of laugh at it, but I don't know.
It's just man, fuck it. But yeah, I guess weird hype for a small town or whatever. This town, honestly, a town like that, it wasn't that bad. It looked pretty cool. I like the scenery and everything.
Yeah, they were in a good environment.
So I mean, I think they nailed that correctly. Again, back to the chemistry of Edward and Bella. I mean, right whenever she walks into that class, it's so fucking. That scene is so
his
fucking
reactions hilarious. Like that, the way they acted that out, it just is so funny watching their.
Man, this guy's was about to puke his guts out just from
facial expressions. Are so also when they get introduced and we see Jasper for the first time.
Dude, oh yeah, just
Jasper's
the whole
face,
the whole Cullen family
throughout the whole movie.
It's just like, bro, I even said, why the fuck, like, these guys are like the most outshowing people in this fucking small ass town.
Yeah,
Kardashianed out,
but they don't want to be noticed.
They don't want to be noticed, but like, I guess, I mean, you kind of make it a scene like they wouldn't. I mean, they're like, how do they say it?
I think they're almost like, I guess if you want to look at it. Like outwardly, they're kind of untouchable. So that's I think what makes them safe, is that though they're like being like obviously they're very noticeable, but like no one wants to go interact with them. I think because they're intimidating.
Even like her dad in the movie says, "Oh yeah, they're nice. I mean, they're the only ones that don't give me trouble and all that stuff." So I mean, I guess I kind of see it or whatever.
I mean, they're good guys. They're not bad guys.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah,
like
they're
exactly
they're
from
good people.
But like more of a sense of just like maybe they're, how do I say it? Like you said, they're so like noticeable. But at the same time, everyone thinks that they're weird. Like, you know, like it's just like...
So I think that's why they just don't.
Yeah, they're just like, I guess it just doesn't click if shit doesn't happen. And shit actually, apparently to what I caught from the movies, that shit doesn't go down in this town until those other group of vampires come through. So that's whenever it's just kind of like fucking everyone over.
Really until Bella's the problem.
Yeah, dude, Bella needs to go back to fucking Phoenix.
Bro, I should go back to fucking Phoenix, please. Phoenix.
The introductions of the Cullens is fucking hilarious, especially I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I get like for the girls, I get the hype of these vampires. Like, I mean, that's a handsome cast.
Besides that Starkiller guy, he just looks like a pasty big white dude. Like I don't know, he just doesn't look like just looks so abnormal.
You know for a fact that some of these girls like jock.
No, it
hit
hit stupid back then.
Yeah,
I know for sure. It hit so stupid, but. The rest of them, I guess, are.
But like Jasper made me fucking laugh. I mean, like like
he just looked so
good-looking guy, but like for him just being like all like posted up.
He was always he was always so like.
Dude, he would. He flexed the jawline. He flexed
the chin
every
all the
single
time, bro. Yeah.
But again, I get it for the girls. But, you know, watching this now, and again, whenever I was watching it little, I'd never notice any of this stuff. Again, I was fucking like 8 or some shit. I don't fucking remember. But, like, watching this now, some of these vamp girls, they're shout out to Alice. Oh,
shout out to Alice,
dude, honestly, bro, dude, I want an Alice movie, bro.
Please,
like,
I need an Alice spinoff yesterday, bro. Please.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, she's so fucking beautiful. And even, like, coming into it, the mom... Esme was nice, and nice. Rosalie, bro, like all of them are fucking so nice, pretty, bro. Yeah. I'm telling you,
they're so pretty.
But if we're talking non-vampire type shit, Anna Kendrick,
shout out Anna Kendrick. Alyssa knows that one. Shout out Anna Kendrick.
Again, we got beautiful women in this movie. Oh fuck, I love Alice this whole time. Like especially that baseball scene. Dude, when she's pitching, bro.
She's pitching. I
don't know what it was. Dude, I think I just love her hair. Her hair?
I'm not usually a big fan of short hair.
I'm not,
but
you're gonna hear this in the podcast. I'm not a white girl person, but
we'll leave that over there.
But you know,
we'll leave that on that side of
Ashley Green.
That side of the mic.
I know that. I know you're a little older than me, but I'm here. Shout out Alice.
Wow. Well, you heard it here first, Ashley.
I've been waiting.
You're the only one that he'll change for.
Exactly. I'm telling you, I'm not into white girls. But especially paley ass white girls. You know, for the amount of makeup they put in this fucking movie is crazy.
They definitely went dummy on the lighting.
I definitely noticed it more with Robert Pattinson and with Carlisle, the guy who plays Carlisle. very, very white.
Very white.
But also you can kind of see like the redness of the lips.
They were bright,
like,
bright red lips.
You know for a fact they put like hella makeup into that shit. That shit was a little. I mean, I guess I could kind of see it like that. I think, again, how the fuck am I supposed to know what a vampire is supposed to look like? You know. I mean, I know that there's a part in the movie where they do a description. I think Bella does it, right? Where she's saying like,
yeah, she just says
pasty, like
pale skin,
cold hand,
cold.
or some bullshit or whatever. So I mean, I guess description wise, they got it down. And this is actually what I wanted to bring it back to is vampire wise. I mean, Brandon, whenever you think of vampires, like growing up, what do you like think of like?
You do think of the fangs. You think of fangs. You think of like, I guess if more Dracula-ish, you kind of think of like some slick back hair. They all had like messy hair.
Except for
you know
Carla.
What I mean? They all had,
Carla,
yeah, exactly.
I think
he looked like a traditional vampire that you would probably.
I guess
imagine.
you kind of say that from the. I guess for him being the father of it.
I think that's why he's probably like so old that's how they did it back then, and I don't know. But yeah, usually like I don't know. You usually see like more fangs. I think in vampires. These vampires don't have fangs. Maybe that's for makeup reasons that they couldn't do it.
It's supposed to be a romance movie, right? Or
is it?
I mean, I don't know why the fuck it took me. Oh, romance fantasy. It says it right there.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean,
could you believe that?
I think they need to put comedy in there now.
There's been almost 150 million results of looking at Twilights within the past like second. That's crazy. People are still trying to figure out like what the fuck is going on with this movie, and you know for a fact it's because of Robert Pattinson's performance in the Batman. They're just looking up at Robert Pattinson, like just looking how
Robert
much.
Pattinson in general.
I actually do want to say, besides again that first half of the movie is fucking weird.
Though it's also I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but did they maybe like switch up writers in the middle of it? Because like the writing is just so different.
Halfway, after,
as far
right?
as the line, yeah, when it picks up and gets good, it seems like the writing is better.
What if they just took that like straight out of the book, like right after that? Maybe. They probably just got lazy.
Maybe they were sitting there scheming it, and they were like,
no, like
trying to meet the deadline. They said, just give me the book.
Give me the book, bro. Just put everything in there. I mean, again, like. Don't tweak it up that much. A lot of people want to see like this on screen. Like people literally want to see what's written already and just put it on the screen.
Yeah,
as much as you can.
The writing was terrible. First half writing was
and I want to bring it back to like the connection. That part in when did they really start talking? It's whenever Edward finally got like over that whole like smell phase, right? He came back like after a week.
It's when he saves her from those dudes that were like.
What a nice save!
What a good save! He came in
like out of nowhere, bro. But
he came in like a lethal, bro.
How the fuck did no one else see that? But she did. Like
oh, him stop the car?
Yeah, like
no, I'm talking about
when
he saves her from like those dudes.
Oh, I'm talking about that.
That's when they start talking. That's why I was just answering a question on that. But like, yeah, no, that's a good point. How did no one else in that giant parking lot who was watching this van? No one else saw like. That van stopped.
That's just fucking lazy, like, writing right there.
No one questioned, like, hey, that van was going pretty fast. How did it not completely demolish that truck? Who stopped it?
Fuck, it just came out of fucking nowhere, I guess. With, what scene was it? No, like, right whenever Edward had left, because after smelling Bella, he tried to get, like, out of,
I think he needed to just get out of...
He's trying to get out of that class, but he came back, something, I guess, like, he just changed, like, his whole fucking, like, vibe or whatever. It starts being... It's just so
It's a weird switch up.
And there's no, like... They try to... He's just asking random questions, and I get it. Like, I know that people will argue with us saying that, oh, it's just because he's never really had human interaction like that with the girl. But it's like, but hasn't he been around for a long ass time for the point where you should know how to act?
He's also been around teenagers the whole time. Look at how many high schools he's gone to. He knows how to interact with.
What do you say? He said since like 19 or is it 1800s?
Like 17th century.
17, yeah, like bro, you've been around humans for so long. You shouldn't know how to fucking act weird. The only person that does get that pass is fucking Jasper, that fucking weird ass motherfucker.
Yeah, Jasper. Jesus Christ, man.
He's so weird, bro. But I mean, there's a little bit of talking here and there. The only part that when was it? Is whenever yeah, again, back to that scene where he pulls in. I just gotta say, he whipped that car in that scene like crazy, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I said, you know, he's been around long enough to know how to work a car like that. If he's drifting in that hoe,
he knows.
And then even at that, the facial expressions in that scene too.
They were seen natural. They actually
every single scene that I saw Kristen Stewart in, she's like, she looks like she's
afraid.
No, not like she's like how do I say? She's biting her lip majority of the time. It looks so stupid. It's like, bro, like,
anytime she looks at him,
we get it. You want Edward, but like you're just showing like way too much. And then Edward's face is just like he's always like on edge.
She's
like,
so lucky that he could not read her mind. I can't imagine the shit she was thinking about him, bro. I really can't.
Dude, this girl was they're playing well, not even the vampires. I'm saying like she's playing a teenager. You're in love with this hundreds of year old man that's like you're just getting real horned up about it for like no reason.
It's weird.
It's so weird. Like
so obviously weird.
It's kind of it's. I mean, how do I say it? It's funny to make sense looking at it from a grown perspective, but like then you think about she's in high school.
Yeah, and
this is weird.
You're like, this is a very big age difference. First of all. I mean, if they were going for that for her character and they told her to be like that, I guess she killed it.
I mean, yeah, who the fuck is gonna know, bro? Yeah. Exactly, bro. Looking at this too, even on my computer as I'm reading it right now, I think they fucking gave this movie a IMDb again. Give it a 5.3 out of 10. I'm telling you, don't get mad at me. This movie sucks. Not gonna.
It's not a good film. It's not a good film, but like. I do have to say it is solid though. It's solid.
Last half of the movie is solid.
The first half though isn't so intolerably bad. Like it's just so like
I want to go.
It's so cringy to watch through it, but I want to keep watching.
I know that's the thing is like coming into a movie like this, especially I'm pretty sure it was a really big anticipated movie because I remember so many people getting the
Twilight,
fucking hype for it, right?
Twilight was.
You'd expect for it to at least just do like a little bit better in a sense. Especially for a romance movie. I mean, I've seen some pretty good romance movies. Not to like where the point like where it's too cheesy. Mm-hmm. This wasn't cheesy. It was cringy. I'm not gonna lie. But god damn, it's just not like a good like movie.
Yeah. 88% liked it, so I guess that's pretty good. Box office 400 million. Which I think for the time is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2008, especially for a movie like that. I mean, they did good for their success. I know that. I know the last bad scene that I honestly really like didn't get it, where I think they tried to show really good connection between them was the forest scene, and I actually want to mention that right whenever she like has everything click in her mind, like Edward's a vampire, like they're in the parking lot and she just walks by Edward, and Edward's just like. Were you hinting at him at any point to follow you? Like, did you just go to the woods for no reason?
I thought she was mad, like, and just brushing him off. I didn't think she was.
Yeah, and I guess like she already knew. Like, she just like went into the woods, dropped her bag, and like she just assumed Edward. Like, how would that scene go if Edward just didn't show up?
Yeah, then she's just talking and then like waiting for a response and shut around no one. She's like,
There's no sense for anything. No, like, good communication at any point. And we even, this is whenever we said it afterwards. That forest scene. Weird. I know that. So, I remember that scene where they're talking about it. That was put in the trailer whenever the movie was first coming out. Like, that scene.
Was it?
Yeah, like, they were saying, like, like, cold-blooded, gold hands and shit, like, whatever bullshit. And they're like, he's like, say it. Do it.
Yeah, that's what he's like. Say it. Tell me what I am.
Vampire. And, like, it's in the trailer, it seems... very like suspense, but when the movie, I'm just like, okay, okay,
just like bro, just say. And then he says like, ask me the most basic question, and then whatever he said.
Like it's just like it's so terrible. The writing is just I don't like it. And then they're like,
But that's what makes it good, honestly.
I gotta show you something. He just yanks her, bro.
Yoinks her, and then
just fucking
worst running.
He's hauling, bro. He's hauling. I ain't gonna lie.
He's hauling, but like it's just the worst like CGI I've ever seen.
Gets up to the hill and then shows him like, let me show you what a killer is, right, or whatever. And
it's like I'm a real killer, and then he's bedazzled.
I fucking hate that part. Like, so I know that girls are tripping over that part, bro. First off, way I grew up, vampires die in sunlight.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought was the norm, but
I guess like
not.
Yeah, I guess like so vampires can roam around a bit. Again, like this is someone else's vampire fantasy rather from the original type shit.
It's a unique take, I get it, but like.
And again, like they're supposed to fly, but all they can do is like really jump.
They kind of jump hover, I guess.
Yeah,
some Batman shit.
I mean, of course, they got the speed down. CGI sucks in this movie.
They got the speed, the strength.
There was some points where I thought the CGI was good, but then there were also like, why the fuck is this like terrible?
The whole final fight was pretty good. I mean, I think that maybe that's what they did. The
baseball scene was amazing.
They saved that budget probably for the baseball scene and for the fight. They said, you know what, everything else we're just gonna like iMovie just edit it.
How much was the budget in this? Honestly,
that's a good question.
Like,
I'll look that up.
I mean, for this movie, it should be just like should have focused on straight acting rather than just fucking doing bullshit like this. I'm gonna go with what. They shouldn't be like $1 billion, right?
I don't know. This thing just didn't load.
I was saying that baseball scene though. That was a pretty damn good scene. I like that.
The baseball scene is really good. I really like that one actually. That's like the best scene out of the whole movie.
No, for real.
My favorite.
They go intense. They get that rock music going. They even mentioned at one point where what was it? Whenever the weather storm comes out.
Oh yeah,
and they're like, this is the perfect time for us to go out.
It's
and
the
do
only
stuff.
time we can play.
It's such the opposite of like, damn, you really want to fucking play in like some good sunlight weather or whatever. But either way, like why they could still go and play baseball if they wanted to, because even if the sun was out, $37 million was the budget.
37, which apparently for like the time was really low. Because I think it says most,
but they raised
most,
like
most movies at the time were pushing like $100 million budgets. So 37 million, I guess, isn't bad, which ranked 8th on highest grossing in 2008.
So that's not bad. I mean, they did it right there. I'm pretty sure whenever the movie became a little bit more successful, they were like, oh, we got more money. Yeah. We can add a little bit more to some of the other upcoming movies. Yeah, like you even see right here, they even added like a shit ton of more money.
Yeah.
Go down the road.
Oh yeah, 50 million on the next one. Oh, it just
kept on going up because everyone just fucking moolahing off this fucking fantasy that they think is so fucking special. Again, I get it again, but also at the same time, I'm not gonna fucking woo over it. It didn't make the movie did not make me draw into this universe even more. We're just doing this for fun. But
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I really wanted to watch the next. I haven't seen the next ones.
I haven't seen them in fucking
I kind of want to watch.
Bro.
I kind of want to watch them.
No, I mean we definitely are.
I want to watch them. I do really want to watch.
But we'll get to that. But also the baseball scene.
Classic.
Yeah, Edward got that speed though. He got the speed. Again, like I mentioned, Alice with the pitching.
He needs to work on his form though, because that throw looked nasty.
They're hitting dingers in this hoe. I ain't gonna lie.
They were dinging that shit.
Bruh. There was a scene again, like right back to the forest scene. It was so right when they showed his diamond ass skin or whatever. They're like, oh, like you could tell in this movie that Bella really wants Edward. Like she's trying to make these moves, but it's so like weird, bro. I'm telling you, it does not click at all. Especially whenever Edward like pushes up against her on like that rock scene.
On the rock, bro. I know she was. God, she was livid.
We even said at one point, I think like after that whole scene, they were saying some weird stuff. Like what was it? It was like he said something about like him being like a lion can't.
Oh yeah,
or the lamb or some bullshit.
Oh my god, he said the lion falls in love with the lamb or something.
Yeah, something like that. But they're like into that. But I'm like, bro, I definitely would not be.
The original way he said that reference, I was like, bars. I was like, okay, my guy's a poet. But then like when they kept going, she was like, stupid lamb.
I'm like,
I was like, shut up. We also said this. I think this movie would be so much better if it was just if they just cut out audio. If you take the voice audio out of this movie, I think this movie is great.
There's a scene right after they have like that little, like literally right after that talk in the woods where they just lay down, and that's whenever me and Brandon were saying like they were just looking at each other. Now I'm like, okay, now I see more of a connection of them not saying shit, than them talking, bro.
I understand it more when they're not talking.
Exactly.
When they're talking, they're all over the place.
That was a good scene. I like that. They like, especially like, it makes it even better with, of course, the proper music in the background that they're playing.
We didn't even talk about that, bro.
Music
was very sporadic. There were some times where like it was very supposed to be, I guess, like a slow scene, but they had like rock music in there.
Out of nowhere, bro.
I don't think this matches.
But again, like right after that scene is whenever the movie gets good. Of course, like early on in that movie, we are like mentioned. There's like there's 2 killings that happened in the movie because of this other vampire group that came out. I want to get to them right now, actually. Okay. James, he just like fucking like run around with no shirt and just jeans like before he killed that guy with the jacket. Like,
I think he did,
bro. That's so stupid. The Victoria chick, I didn't really. Maybe it just was I don't know. I didn't think she out of everyone, she didn't really catch my attention of attractiveness, I guess, for a guy. We going into that. What's the black vampire dude's name? What's his name?
Laurent was his name in there.
There's a scene where they're leading the cops away, and I guess like James gets like a real turn on for Victoria, and then they just start like hardcore
making out
out of nowhere. And I'm like,
then they pan the camera to Laurent's face, and the way he's looking at him,
that's the weirdest fucking scene out of the whole movie. I'm like, bro, this guy's getting aroused just by these other 2 just smacking on each other. Like his face was like, yeah.
I don't want to know what happens in that universe, like off camera.
Like seriously, like there's some scenes that just did not need to be in that movie, bro. And that's one of them. That tripped me out. I'm not gonna lie. Who else actually had a good connection in the movie?
She did have good moments with her dad.
That's what I had said in the while we were watching it. The only times that I thought the movie was really pure was the father-daughter connection between that, and again, it shows. Of course, for Twilight fans, they know this already. But for people who don't know, in the movie, Bella comes to this town called Fork where her dad lives. Of course, their parents are divorced, and mom has another boyfriend or something. Phoenix, but it's that weird connection where it's like, oh, I haven't seen my daughter in a while. Like, last time I saw you, all this other stuff. But like it's a good connection.
It's like raw. Like it's kind of very.
There's a point where like you kind of shit on it. Because there's like it's a quiet point in the movie, but also
it was just too quiet. Like I feel
the
emotion.
I get it, bro.
I get the emotion, but it just like kept going. I don't know. That's just me.
The point where like she leaves the house.
It's when his friend got killed.
Yeah,
they were at the police station. She was like comforting him, and then
the point where she leaves the house and she's having an argument with her dad. Like, look, what? Like, I'm leaving. Like, what? We're gonna watch a game on the TV. Or, like, she's actually making this. Like that's her. I mean, she didn't mean it. Like, she was doing that just to fucking it out. But like, even at that, like, imagine how like the dad felt that. Like, honestly, what's this guy's name? Billy Burke, bro.
He looked back and he was like,
bro, he was suffering in this movie, bro.
That poor guy.
That guy got his shit rocked. It's gonna be a, how do you say it? Gotta be a strong man throughout that whole movie. That guy was a man throughout that whole movie, bro.
He was just taking it, bro, and being like what was he a chief? Was he a chief or like?
Yeah, he was
just
chief.
a deputy.
No, he was chief. Shout out chief. Father-daughter, amazing throughout the whole movie. That's the only thing I actually really liked about the movie. I mean, I know they started getting more of a better connection, Edward and Bella, throughout the rest of the movie. Mm-hmm. I started liking it a little bit more. Edward's finally like lighting up. They even say at one point where like Carlisle's wife says that she makes him like alive or some shit like that.
Brings him to life.
Carlisle and Esme, that one scene where she pushes up, bro.
I said, yo,
I was like,
I see who's who in the relationship.
Exactly,
here.
bro. Like, goddamn, see, that's romance right there, bro. I'm telling you,
flip the script. Do that more often.
Exactly,
please.
bro. Like, dude, put it on them. For a fact, like, I'd rather see people that are already romantically in love with each other, like, do something. Wait, what?
Hold on. Moving on.
Moving on.
Anyways.
That baseball scene. Okay, we already talked about that, but also like that's whenever the 3 other vampires come in and they notice that like a human is there. James wants to fucking chew up Bella, hey yo.
James,
But like
James wild.
James will go
James
fucking
wild.
dummy in this shit, bro.
Kind of did, bro. He's before we get to that, Taylor Lautner. Can we talk about Taylor Lautner?
We can talk about Taylor Lautner real quick.
Can we talk about how in the fuck in 2005 he was Shark Boy?
This is a 3-year gap right here.
Only a 3-year gap. He was a little boy in Shark Boy. 3 years passed, and now he's this grown ass man on Twilight.
He really let his. Oh wait, you know what? I actually don't think that was his actual hair in the movie.
No,
Dude, if he grew out
you
his.
think that's his actual hair, please. Please.
Pops, please.
Please.
Bro, like it's such a weird. I get it. The native native hairstyle and all that stuff or whatever, but it's so goofy looking on him. He just pulls up like out of nowhere. There's even the like Jacob's part of this movie is nothing. Like it's really like he just pops in like here and there, like, but he's not a big part. It's like at the end, there wasn't. I'd understand it. Of course, at the end of the movie, they even like hint of a.
They like foreshadowed
like the next movie, which is New Moon, right? I think it's New Moon. Of course, I know everyone was really hyped about that movie coming out. I think New Moon did fairly better than this one. Yeah, but again, they were just really hyped because they finally Taylor Lautner shirt off, all this other bullshit or whatever.
Is that when he was like Hunk? Was he in that?
Movie? Yeah, it was. Okay. He was fucking shredded that movie, bro. But again, like he even says something about like the wolves or like the Cullens, stay away from them or whatever. This bull crap. Didn't really see that big of a part, but again, kudos for him for having a great glow up in that movie.
He did.
For more to come.
He did. It's impressive, honestly.
I liked it. The scene where they meet, Edward brings Bella to meet the family. Mm-hmm. I like
ass scene.
It's a really good scene.
I
like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Again, the movie got great.
It did.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like it's like cool. It's like one of those like really nice things that like they were trying to cook food for her. Like that's just it's like kind
some nice ass vampires. How many vampires do you know that are like that? You know.
Yeah, and that's like I guess more just trying to show like they're actually good vampires. They're not bad. Obviously, they don't they don't eat humans. They said they eat animals.
And Bella even gets that too. That like she makes a joke, be like, what that she says like, oh, I'm not hungry, and she's like, I get it, like y'all don't eat, so I mean I just ate before I got here or some shit. But
the consideration all around in that scene,
it's so great. And then I thought that climbing scene where he pulls her and they're climbing up trees is fucking hilarious. It's hilarious, but the scenery is great whenever they start panning. And then the piano scene. You said that Robert Pattinson actually did that? Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
He actually did that, yeah.
He fucking... What a talented man, bro.
That boy got range.
He knows what the fuck he's doing.
He got range.
Bro, he did that. That was such a... It was so beautiful. The music in that scene was just like... That hit...
I could be wrong, but I think he was the one who was singing in that.
He wasn't singing in that scene.
So. Well, I think there's an extra version outside of the movie where he sings over that.
Really?
I could be wrong. I could be fucking that up right now. And if I am, Alyssa,
well, shit, it wasn't in the extended version. We fucking bought the extended version.
We did.
That's and I mean,
it was only 5 minutes. Like 5.
What was it? Was it the piano scene?
Actually, it might have been.
Might have been just an extra piano scene, just to flex like how much like he played that fucking piano. It was such a good scene, but. Of course, because Stuart with her dumb face had
they had to see her, and she's sitting there at the piano looking like an idiot.
Like she's like, oh god, like she's getting in a rouse like from the fucking his fucking fingers getting what? Okay. Okay, I understand it now.
I get it.
I get it now.
My fault, Kristen. My fault.
What a fucking weird ass movie. The James Chase good. Having to take her all the way to Phoenix. The Alice's foreshadowing. I know that it wasn't really mentioned this much, but also I think every single vampire has their own unique ability, right?
Yeah, it seems like it.
But I mean, we only see Edward. We only know of Edward's and see Alice's. You know, like Edward reads minds, Alice sees the future. What else does everyone else do? Is like Emmett supposed to be like completely strong or some shit?
I think I want to say he said one more person. I don't remember what their thing was.
I forgot like what it was, but I mean,
I don't remember.
It was cool. I did like the vibe of not being able to read Bella. I guess it made it a little bit more unique or something.
It was interesting. Do they ever like explain that?
I think in the later movies there's there's like something because I mean I don't want to give too much away. I mean I saw these movies way back when. I kind of know what happens, but at the same time I think it later on explained like.
Okay, don't say anything.
I'm not gonna say
I'll get
anything.
there. I'll get there.
I like how they say that Carlisle tells Rosalie because Rosalie's the only one that's like low key like hating on Bella because she's kind of like worried for the family's gonna get like exposed and shit like that. But Carlisle at the end says like she's family, so like she's a part of us now. Like that's some real shit. But in that matter of time, I like the family connection again. Like the connections became better over time with the movie.
Yeah.
They literally should just try to kept it like that throughout the whole way.
Who knows what went wrong with the beginning?
God damn.
I can't get over that. But
it's just making me laugh throughout like the whole time.
Yeah, it is really
right when they finally get to that point where James calls Bella, it's the final like battle scene or whatever.
Yeah.
What did he say? He says, meet him at the ballet room, but of course Alice already foreshadows it, and so Bella's kind of like.
She's like, oh shit, I do have to go there.
Yeah, so like it's kind of like you got to do it. But also at the same time, everything kind of like switches. Apparently they say that like Alice has visions, but like you can always change the future, some shit like that. Like it depends on how it goes, and they go there. Fucking James. I want to bring back that pepper spray. What the fuck is this pepper spray supposed to do?
That's what I'm saying. You didn't do anything.
She has this thing on deck because her dad gives it to her. But
I don't
like,
even
at the same
think
time, I even said, bro, like put some holy water there. And I don't even know how holy water works in this universe. If the sun doesn't work, what the fuck else is everything else supposed to do?
That's a good question. He didn't react to her. He didn't blink.
Dude, like he fucking hit like
it hit
this
him.
bitch just fucking hit me with pepper spray.
Like what in the hell was that?
Goes over there,
flies over.
Dude.
That's the only time we see it looks like flight.
Such a nice glide over.
That
Fucking throws
was
her
nice.
against a pole, and then she's bleeding.
Fucked her
and
head.
then, bro, fucking stomps her leg.
That was
bro.
crazy.
This shit, like, I was like, bro, this movie turned like brutal out of nowhere, bro. That was crazy. And then Edward comes in. That's a good little fight scene. Again, it wasn't too much. They were able to do it inside of a room, like one little room, and then he gets flung into a fucking mirror, and James
while holding her.
James
so
fucking,
she just got dropped again.
They're fucking funny, bro.
I don't know how
she get her shit rocked. She gets bit, and we're like, oh shit, vampire time, right?
Yeah,
like,
vamp.
But he's just, dude, he's fucking James up after like he bites her, bro. Like he bites his neck,
there,
fucking him up. But then what I like, because early on in the movie they say that like I don't kill, we're like vegetarians or whatever, but also like he doesn't want to be a monster. Yeah. Like, so he doesn't want to be classified that, but he's going like all like ape shit on this motherfucker. And then Carlisle's like, "Hey,
chill, bro. Remember, he says, like, remember who you are."
Yeah, and that was like, damn, that's good right there. I like that.
They have such a good family dynamic.
No, for real, the family's tight,
it's
bro.
Great.
That's such a great like family,
and it's
bro.
cool because like they're not actually family, like blood. Well, I guess blood, whatever. They're not actually family, but like just kind of chose each other.
No, for sure. Like they had to go help Bella all this stuff, and fucking Emmett and Jasper come in holding down James.
When everyone pulls up, it's crazy.
You can tell that even when Alice goes to Bella and she sees like the blood on her hand and like good composure because she know for a fact that she's been around.
She wanted that. Yeah.
She wanted that, but she's like, Edward.
Hey, come get your girl, bro, please.
She comes over. What I liked about it was Alice goes ham and just fucking
tears off that boy's head.
Dude, he fucking rips that hoe, bro. Bye James.
Rip dead.
Fucking James like dead. Like so, bro. Like the movie becomes brutal, like out of nowhere, bro.
Literally ripped off.
The only thing I didn't like about that is whenever they're burning James and they're all like
weirdly dancing.
Yeah, they're like
fire,
what
like
the
bro.
Fuck?
Hey,
again, edginess
yeah.
of the movie is it's so weird, but like it works at some points of the movie. It's just like what else? The fucking so good whenever he's sucking out the venom out of her to not because he does not. Edward really cares about Bella for not having him turn into a vampire. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna save her, but I don't know if he can stop, right?
But he's like,
dude.
But he did it anyways.
Dude,
that boy.
I wanted to mention this boy is sucking Bella's arm off to the point where he's making her cross-eyed.
He's cross-eyed, bro.
And
it's like
you're like, hey, yo, what that mouth do?
I know.
Bro?
I said if he's doing that on the wrist,
God damn. This is an explicit
Yeah,
viewing.
hey,
No kids.
Sorry, mom.
Sorry, god dang. I'm telling you, this is supposed to be like, I guess, the lighter version of 50 Shades of Grey, I guess, right? Like a very
You
no,
could
like
say
I mean,
that,
like
yeah, I
like I'm
guess.
talking about you tweak that hoe down like 100 from that like fucking series,
And you get that scene.
But like I don't get like how people are getting like so like aroused like over this still. Like again, like
I think it's one of those just you had to be there type things. Like if you were into it back then, you look at it now.
I don't fucking
I
get
think
it.
you're still kind of into it. You know what I mean?
Well, if your friends are into this, like that's just so weird, bro. I'm sorry, like I don't.
Listen,
I
I'm
don't
sorry
get
for
it.
what he says. Like
I don't. I get it, but I also don't get it. I get the. After watching it, I get the hype. I really
yeah,
do.
exactly. It's good.
I get the whole dynamic of everything coming up to be and all that, but like also at the same time, it's just stupid. Like it really is, bro. I like how she's really like. After she wakes up
During that, she has there's that whole sequence of like, I was telling him that whole sequence where she's just like seeing shit, and I was like, you can't just put random scenes.
She saw the
together.
Whole, she saw the whole fucking movie in her
Rewatched
mind,
the
like,
whole
out of
movie.
nowhere.
Yeah, I was like, you can't just put random scenes in there and like, I mean, they've got to have like a meaning. They were all just. That's just how I saw it. That's how. I'm sorry, guys. That's how I saw it. That's how I saw it. Anyways, wakes up from the hospital. Worst fake sleeping I've ever seen.
Of course,
by
bro.
the way.
From who? Robert Pattinson.
From Robert Pattinson.
Fucking, he just slumped on the side.
His
bro.
head changed position in like 2 seconds. His head changed positions like 3 times, but whatever.
Boy, don't sleep though.
Not important. Not important.
I'm telling you, man. They just need to catch like the little things, but I guess like it didn't fucking matter. I guess people don't realize it until they fucking see it like later on, over and over again. I really like how he's really like, oh, you need to go with your mom. Like, I'm sorry that all this like happened or whatever. I get it, and we've seen this in other movies before. Like, oh, it's my fault or whatever. But like, no, like
you shouldn't be around me.
I want to be with you.
Yeah,
like, I
and
get
you're
it
like,
and all that shit.
She ride or die.
I get the narrating towards the end of it. She says some stuff which is really poetic in a sense. Of course, like the love like connection aspect of wanting to. She says something about dying at one point too. That's really like.
Oh yeah, she was talking about how like she's already dying, like being alive because you just get older, and she's like, I don't want to die.
They really bring out like for them being
you.
also at the same sense they're character wise they're weird, but being together makes them
Normal.
not like they're normal. Like you
Makes
see that
them
like
normal.
by themselves they're the most awkwardest people on the planet.
Yeah.
Together,
They're very
I
natural
get
together,
it.
yeah.
Like I
They're
get
very-
again, like the build up is there for it.
You need to just stay with that build up. You can't just
Can't just
write
drop
it.
out.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
not
write it
gonna
off
lie. I was watching this
immediately.
movie. I was like, what the fuck?
It grows on you. Yeah. At the end, I think we were kind of like, let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Finally, yeah.
Of course, Jacob shows up out of nowhere. Of course,
Yeah.
like for that scene, just kind of like
Jake pulls up dressed up.
break
for what?
For no reason.
For
Like
what? He didn't even go into the party. He just walked back into the woods.
be like, hey, you need to break up with your boyfriend. Ed
By the
becomes
way-
like, get lost, kid. Like I'm already here. And, but
Literally
of
what
course,
happens.
foreshadowing again for
Yeah.
something later to come. All that stuff. The wolves came, or the wolves descended, or some shit, or bullshit, or whatever.
Yeah.
They go to prom. It's a nice little prom scene that
It is interesting. It's like really funny to see like how natural or like how naturally like Edward was acting in those scenes. Like he was cheesing.
He was happy because he was just there with Bella.
He was there with
whatever.
Bella, exactly. And he was
Of course,
like
Bella wasn't having a good time, because
Nah.
she's just like that's just not her scene.
antisocial, awkward.
For real, she even says it in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
She says that she likes to be like.
She's like, I hate dancing.
Yeah, like, hey, dancing, I like to be lonely, some bull crap like that or whatever.
Yeah, that's him.
They leave. The very beautiful dance. He picks her up, like puts her on her feet and shit, bro. I'm telling you, that's light work for him, bro.
My boy.
The dance is very,
Moving.
very romantic, very moving, and then the stuff that they're changing back and forth, like, why didn't you let me change? It could have been like you, like all that stuff. Like, no, I don't want you to be like that.
Yeah.
And we see a scene where it looks like he's about to bite her.
And then he
But
gives her a little-
gets a little smooch right there. He's like, not right now. Like, just spend this time with me, right now. I felt every single thing that they were saying right there, bro. I loved it. Romance, great.
Yeah, it's like
there.
It's almost like he's kind of saying like a whole like we got our time. Like we'll take our time with this. Like we gonna be forever.
No, for sure.
Type thing.
Oh my god, that was touching. I like that.
That was touching. It was
Robert Pattinson again. His acting was great.
his acting was good.
The halfway towards the movie, his acting was great.
Unless they were telling him specifically to act that way in the beginning, then he never.
It's just he
nailed it.
Every other person is so normal in the movie except for Edward and Bella. They're so out of place in this movie, bro.
They are the stars, I guess, so they have to be.
So they just have to be like fucking. I don't know. Maybe like Brandon and I are gonna watch the next movie. Like,
we'll watch the next.
We'll do another review on it, but like hopefully some character change happens in this. Again, I haven't watched the movie in a while.
Yeah, I've never watched them, so
the movie sucks. Like The movie,
I ain't gonna bullshit you right now.
Again, like people are gonna be like, well, he's talking about how great the other half. Yeah, it's great.
That half and low key,
but it still sucks.
Low key for me though, it kind of makes up for it.
Yeah,
that's just me. Like, if I'm being quite honest with you, bro, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10.
Could I just start the movie halfway through and just watch it? Like, honestly,
I'm sure you could find that one on YouTube.
honestly,
do we really need that beginning?
We don't really need it. Like, honestly, it doesn't make any sense.
No, I'm just kidding. I get it. Story, whatever. Please don't.
I'm giving it a 5 out of 10.
Don't hate me, please.
Bro. I'm giving it like a low 5 out of 10. If I'm being honest,
I'll give it like a 6.5.
It's reasonable. Again, if you really think that like fucking helped you out, I mean, yeah.
If I have to criticize it harshly, that's what I'd give it.
The thing I could say for this next movie, even though the movies have already been out, fix your facial expressions, give me more romantic connection.
For the next reboot of Twilight, do not follow this example.
God, I hope we don't get another fucking Twilight movie. That'd be crazy.
I want to live to see it just so I can see how they.
I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking reboot this shit. Like, if they're gonna get some other pasty white motherfucker.
Probably within 5 years, bro. I could see it in 5 years. Nah, I think
they need to put me in the movie. I'll show them what real romance is about, bro. You already know I am, Mr. 210, Mr. Smooth Dude, Mr. Stereo Girl. That's me.
If y'all want to see him in action, again, go check out episode 10.
We're not gonna talk about that. But would I watch it again? I definitely would. Like,
it's not so bad that I don't want to rewatch it.
It still sucks.
Yeah, I do want to rewatch it, but it's like a suck. It's like an enjoyable suck.
Yeah.
Pause. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Hey, yo, honestly,
sorry,
put it in a vampire sense. It's enjoyable suck.
There you go.
That's what I meant. There you go. That's exactly what Brandon meant.
Like sucking the blood.
If you
like
thought anything else,
you have a dirty mind. Grow up.
But yeah, honestly, after watching this, of course, we're just gonna continue going on with the series. Next one will be Twilight New Moon. I'm actually excited for that one because I remember watching it. I know that Taylor Lautner has a way bigger part in that movie. This is whenever I guess the movie groups up a little bit more to expand more of what the universe is supposed to be about. So maybe they'll nail like werewolves right in this. They definitely didn't fucking nail vampires right, in my opinion.
I think stereotypically no, but if that's how they do it, that's how they do it.
Okay, I mean romance movie.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I mean it did all right.
Yeah,
it did all right in my book.
I think they had to do that whole bedazzling thing. I think it just added a whole different element, especially when taking it back to that forest scene when they're laying next to each other and then that light kind of shines his face and she's looking at him. I think
I didn't even mention the bedroom scene whenever they're just there like you
kind of said when they're getting
it on
there.
bro.
No,
right?
but before they're laying there, they're trying to get it going.
They're getting it going, but the air's like nah, and then they have that little.
Well, it was so awkward leading up to that, bro, because he said I just because he talked about how he watches her sleep, bro. Oh my god, what a fucking weirdo, bro. That's what I mean.
That's why it's a 5 out of 10. Fucking
that's why it's a 6. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, that's such a weird build up for a kiss.
And he's like, "Don't move."
Such a slow build in, but then after that, the music starts playing, and they have that connection where like they're not even saying anything, or it's just silent. It's just silent.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful scene. More romance. More romance for next time.
Please.
If I made a vampire movie, this shit would have gone way different.
I don't even want to know what your vampire.
No, it would have gone stupid. It would have gone crazy. It would have gone top of the box office type shit if I fucking wrote this movie, bro.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna keep it real like that.
That is a bold claim. I can't wait to see it though.
But yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. That was our little tweak.
That has been Twilight.
Twilight.
Everyone who's a big fan of Twilight, please do not come at us.
We didn't think we were actually gonna do something like this. It just came out of idea.
He just called me yesterday and said, "Hey, bro, let's review Twilight." I was like,
"Fuck it, yeah." We'll probably do another episode for Twilight within maybe, I don't know, very very soon. I don't know if it'll be the next episode, but probably like the episode after or something like that. We do have other plans that are coming out for you, but we knew that again, like we said, we're expanding the Geek universe, and this, whenever we started, this never came into my mind.
I would have never thought.
But I know there's some geeks out there that love this shit, bro.
Yeah, maybe we'll bring some people on for the next one.
Foreshadowing, Brandon?
Am I foreshadowing?
Shit, I think you actually might be. Goddamn. But we just talked geek for a sec.
We did
on some Twilight right there.
But that was a good talk too.
That was actually a really nice talk. I liked it again. It was a good, quick little episode right here.
Yeah, it was interesting to talk about. Yeah.
Do you want to give a shout out to everyone who's been supporting us? I know
a lot of support recently. A lot.
Ever since episode 10, the shit actually really went out pretty well. We're gonna keep the shit rolling. I hope you enjoyed this episode and check out some of the past episodes that we've done already. Again, we are on. Of course, you're listening either on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. Check us out on YouTube. We will be live streaming very very soon, like we did for the past episodes. And you know. Like we always say, if you have anything that you want us to talk about, DM us, comment on our videos, do anything, bro. And we'll definitely go into it. Again, we have more shit that we even just brought up before the episode that we would like to expand more on. So, dude, hit us up. We're always like available to whatever you guys want to listen to. Brandon, you want to say anything else? Or
I guess really quickly, as of this week, Spider-Man No Way Home is out digitally. If you somehow get your hands on that and you watch it and you haven't watched it before, first of all, go watch it because it's out now. After you watch it, go check out our spoiler review
go check out those spoilers, my guy.
If you've been dodging that one for reasons, now you can watch it.
For sure,
so go check that out.
And we do have a lot of other upcoming very good shows and movies coming out. I think actually in like a week and a half, the Moon Knight show is actually going to come out.
Yeah.
So we'll be covering that very, very soon. I know that a lot of the episodes that we do, we cover kind of like the whole series, but we're going to try and get to the point, again, catching up with more stuff up to date is where we can do episodes bit by bit, so we don't really have to be like, just jumble up a whole bunch of stuff and make it a long one, but also very good short ones here and there, so we can talk about it more. But again, that's for future episodes.
That's for future, yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stick along for the ride. We're here for a really, really long one, and we're just going to keep this going. Thank you again tuning in.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you next time. And as always, I'm Nene.
I'm Brandon.
And we'll catch you later. Vamp out.
Yes, sir.
That's how you going.
That was a good one.
Let's hope it's still recording. Yes, sir.